Okay, hi guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look right here. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So, finally sitting down to record this video. I have three nails that are chipped, so ignore those. I literally fought with my hair today. I never really know what I'm gonna do until like I'm literally doing it with the eyeshadow and stuff. Like I just never really like plan it out unless I have something like very, very specific that like I want to do or I've had in mind. So we shall see what I come up with. But I always start with my eyebrows. I use Anastasia Dip Brow in Ebony. So I follow the shape of my brows for the most part. Like I don't really overdraw them that much, but I would say I do it a little bit just because I kind of like the thicker brow look. I literally haven't like tweezed or got my eyebrows threaded or anything of the sort in years. Okay, that's a lie. I haven't got them threaded in years. I think the last time I plucked them was like, okay, I obviously cannot multitask, but the last time I plucked them was like a few months ago. So I'm just kind of letting them like do their own thing and then working around what they're doing. And I like the shape of my brows like once they're outlined. Like I feel like I have a good like starting point with my brows. See, like, okay, so this is how I love my brows to look. Like, it just looks thick, like, it looks nice. And this one is a little bit too close to my actual eyebrow shape. And that always happens, like, one of my brows is always, looks a little better than the other one. So, when this happens, I re-underline the bottom part of my brow, and then I go over the top as well. And that thickens it up a little bit. If I ever do too much on the bottom, I do clean my brows up with concealer. Whether I do too much or not, I clean up with concealer, so they always end up looking more similar once I'm done because I have that chance to just like clean it up a little bit. Obviously my brows take me 1.5 years just because I feel like my brows are like, not the center stage, but like they're literally so important. And then to clean them up, I use LA Girl Pro Conceal in Fawn. This is also my highlight shade, but I don't use this to highlight my face. I don't like to use it because like I think it's too thick of a consistency to use on my face. So I use it to go under my brows because I just feel like the way, I just burped, sorry, the way it blends out, I just really like under my eyes, or under my eyebrows. I don't know, I just prefer, like, that, oh my, yes, sis. See, like, they look more similar after I line them. For eyes today, I always use, I don't remember, like, what, oh, the 350, Morphe 350 palette, the one that looks like this. I use this one, I don't even know if you can see this, I use this one to like base, for the base of my eyes, and I just use that to kind of cover up the like veins and shit that are on my eyelids, and it just makes like an even base for like my actual eyeshadow look. As my like transition shade, I used to use Oktoberfest by Coastal Scents. It's like one of their hot pots, but I got this baby in the mail like a week ago, and I've been using this literally non-stop. Now that I have this, Actually, let me see the shade. I like to use the shade, really any of the middle shades besides Evolve. I feel like Evolve is a little too dark as a transition shade for me. Evolve is this one. I've also used this one as like my base shade before, and I kind of like to use this one or this one as my transition shade. If I'm doing a color look like I am today, I'll also use these shades to help me blend out the color that I put in my crease once I'm all done, if I feel like it needs more blending. So I'm just gonna show you the shades I use now because I hate like pulling this thing up, but I use this one, this one, this one, and then in the Morphe 350 palette, I used this one, this one. So first I did that orange shade in the Dare to Create in my crease, just to warm this party up a little bit. Then I took that like more burnt color that's above that shimmery red I showed you, and then put it on top of that first orange. I took that really, really light orange in the 350 on top of that and drag it down to my lid a little bit, and also use that to blend out. So then I took that perfect orange from the 350 palette, put that on top of everything, drag it down to my lid, and drag it up to my brow bone a little bit. Then next, I'm going to take my crease colors, which is a mix of like this one, even though I said it was too dark, I changed my mind, this one, and kind of blend out that pink red again because it's very intense, to say the least. And I don't mix them all together. I do, like the crease colors I just showed you, I do them one at a time. My lid color is called, it's from the Dare to Create palette, the one I was just holding up. It's called Inspire. It literally looks like money. What I do is I take this, what is this called? This mixing medium from MAC. I got it a few years ago. I'm sure they still have it. So I take the smallest amount, like literally a pea, and put that on my brush and blend it out on my lid. And then I take the actual color that I'm using and put that right on top. I'm like really happy with this green. Actually, I'm gonna build it up a little bit more. Now that this is beautiful, I'm gonna take my blending brush again and just get a light beige color on my brush. Just blend out this pink. Alright, so now for the fun part, the face. Okay, I literally used to be the biggest primer girl. Like, you would not catch me out here without primer. I literally used to use 3. But I remember one time, I didn't use primer for whatever reason. And I've never had my makeup stay the way it stayed so well for so long. So now, I don't use primer anymore. Okay, so the foundation I use is Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Rare. Okay, it might look like I'm using literally 5 pumps, but I do like little baby pumps for my full face. I would say this is probably about 2.5, no, that's a lie. Probably like 2 pumps, 2 full pumps. But as I said, I squirt it out like doot, 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 instead of like 1 full pump, just because I feel like I have more control with like how much product I'm putting on my face, blah blah blah. And then I use a flat top kabuki brush. And I'm kind of in the market for a new foundation, I think. Don't get me wrong, this has been like a ride or die for me for like the past few months. Like, this is my 2nd bottle of this, like full bottle. Like, that shit was empty. Like, I was unscrewing it and like dragging it on my skin because I literally had nothing left of my last bottle. so I clearly like it, but I feel like there's something else out there, like there's got to be something else out there that's better. So now I'm going to take my beauty blender. I literally wash this every time before I use it because we don't use dirty beauty blenders in my house. That's just not okay. And I literally use a bar of soap and just scrub all the sides until it's clean. And I've been using beauty blenders for like a few years, and I've never been able to get it as clean. Like, this literally looks brand new until I started using a bar of soap. I'm looking for my concealer. I used to use baby soap, like baby shampoo or baby soap, and just put it either on a plate or the back of my hand, and just like scrub it, and it would get clean, but it wouldn't get clean, like as clean as it gets now. Also, just a warning, I literally OD on concealer. Also, in one of my last videos with the red eye, someone commented this. I only used Vaseline. I'm like not really like a lip product gal. I feel like I'm too picky with like colors and how they play with my skin tone and like what eyeshadow I'm wearing. If I do ever use lip gloss, it's just Maybelline in 215 Supernatural. It's literally just this, but I feel like that's the only nude lip gloss I found that I like the color of. The only thing is that doesn't really last that long. Like, I'll put it on and then like a few hours later it's just gone, and I don't really ever remember to put it on again, so I just walk around looking crazy. But when I use Vaseline, I feel like it just lasts longer. I just like how my lips look, like full of like Vaseline. I feel like that looks so sexy. Like, I just like how it looks a lot. So I cream contour with LA Pro Conceal in the color Dark Cocoa. Fun story. So when I was in high school, I used to love to make slutty brownies. So you would need like cocoa powder. So I went to the store, and I think this was like one of the first times I ever made it, but the recipe was like, you need cocoa powder. And like, I had never really seen the word like cocoa in writing, I guess, because I was like, I went with like one of my friends at the time, and I was like, okay, like we need cocoa powder, and she was like, sis, what the hell is that? And I was like, cocoa, like, you know, like you put it in like hot chocolate, like whatever. And she was like, we were like looking down the aisles, and she was like, are you sure, like that's what it's called, blah blah blah. So I showed her the thing. She was like, you're literally a dumbass, like it's called cocoa. So anyway, that's the color that I use. And because I use the same beauty blender as I use for my lighter concealer, I like to blend out my neck contour first, just to like get rid of some of that lighter product, and then I go in on my face. Yo, I use mad concealer. Oh my god, that's so much. And I just blend this out until I don't look crazy anymore. I love baking. Like, I think it makes your face look so much more like polished. I've had this for literally way too long. Same with my eyeshadow. So I need to order a new one. We're gonna go back to our Dare to Create palette and take the color Vivid, Vibrant, and Create one at a time in the order that I said, and put them on my lower lash line. I don't know one person that looks normal doing that. Like, I literally look like ridiculous. So now I'm taking Vibrant. Now we're taking Create. So now we're gonna dust off this contour. usually do my lashes before I contour, after I do my under eye shadow. But today I was talking too much and I forgot, so we're gonna do it now. I just use Duo like dark tone, Anastasia Glow Kit in that glow. Or I use Bubbly, Dripping in Gold, and Golden Bronze. I don't like Starburst, or yeah, Starburst, because it's too like yellow in the pan. So now we're gonna contour our nose. I forget what color this is. I think it's Harvest Brown. It's a Hot Pot from Coastal Scents. I just use like a little flat, I don't even know what the name of that brush is called. And then I use this blending brush to blend out my nose contour. Honestly, I feel like I could easily not contour my nose and just highlight it, and I would still get that same effect. I just feel like highlighting my nose just like I don't know, like brings all the attention, or like not attention. I feel like it like evens out my face or something. Like I look at pictures of myself, like old pictures of myself where like I didn't like highlight or contour my nose, and I look so different. And I just do it on my actual lashes, like you can kind of see your own lashes, especially because mine are green right now. And I just do it. Did I do blush? No, I didn't do blush. And then we're gonna add blush really quick, which I usually do after or before contour, but I forgot today because I was talking too much as usual. And I use that light orange shade from the 350 palette. Just because I feel like that's just like a nice little, you know. This was, ooh, almost put my smoothie on the floor. Oh, and this. I use Kat Von D Locket. Oh, this is the Vaseline I use on my lips, by the way. I'm going to put on a little bit of lip gloss just because it's sitting right in front of me. I don't always do this. Like if this was a normal day and I wasn't filming, I wouldn't have put that on. But I did anyway. I'm going to add a little more highlight actually now that I'm looking at it. This is today's makeup look. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I might make a how I do my hair video. Thumbs this video up if you want me to do a how I can slick my hair down video, or comment down below and let me know. But yeah, this is today's makeup look. Thank you guys for watching, and I have to go finish getting ready for work, but yeah, all my socials are linked down below, so if you want to talk to me on Instagram or Twitter, or let me know a video that you want to see, feel free to just DM me and let me know. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!